So let me to begin. In the due course, Vatsans are also will join. Before we start, uh, hope you know the paper pattern or the pattern of questioning that is there for CA Inter. MCQ will be 30 marks. MCQ will be 30 marks, 15 questions into 2 marks, 30 marks. And descriptive questions you will be getting for 100 marks. In that you have to write for how many marks? 70 marks. That is totally your question paper will contain for 130 marks where you have to write for how many marks? 100 marks. Okay, this is a standard question paper pattern. Suppose if ICAS made any change or makes any change, they will inform you well in advance. At least 2-3 months before the exam, they will make it in advance. But this is the general pattern. You will have multiple choice questions as well as what? Descriptive questions. Multiple choice questions will be like work out and solve. You will be having some work out and solve. Conceptual questions you have to answer kind of a thing. So it may be eliminating an odd one out or selecting a correct answer or working out and giving a probably what is cost, what is revenue, or what is the cost of material or cost of labor, or as per accounting standard, what is it? As per your income tax law, what is the taxable value of supply, something like that. So they will ask you to work out. It will not be like a plain multiple choice questions in your plus 1 and plus 2 or foundation. It will be like somewhere you have to work out and solve model will be there. So out of 130 marks, you are going to write for 100 marks. Okay. Ensure that in the classroom also you use which one? Ruled notebook, because in the examination, let it be accounts or let it be costing or let it be law or indirect tax or direct tax, any subject for that matter, you will be given only what? A ruled notebook. You will be given only a ruled notebook where, you have to write the answers kind of a thing. So let us practice in the same style where we are going to write the exam. Ensure that you're writing in ruled notebook. Okay. And ensure that the proper workings are done in the classroom itself so that the time management comes. That is the first one. Next one, workings must be part of the answer. Working should not be done in the last page of the answer sheet. So whenever you do a problem like a P&L account or a balance sheet, you work cost sheet or you do something, okay, then ensure that you are doing the working along with your answer. Maybe give your main answer, workings at the end like that. Working should not be like a scribbling. Working should be a part of your answer. It will be like in the topic itself, it will be mentioned like workings are part of your answer like that. That is most important. Then of course, the faculties do Excel working in the classroom. Let it be accounts or tax or costing or financial management or any subject for that matter. It will be like a pakka Excel working which we do in the class, so that you don't get demoted by our handwriting. Number one. Number two, it will be a clear picture of what you have to present in the exam. This Excel working will not be shared. Sometimes students ask, sir, can you share the Excel working? Then if you just see the answer, then you will have a trouble of where to start and where to end. For example, I give a problem in accounts, or let it be Vatsan sir for tax, or let it be Dinesh Jain sir for costing or FM. They give a clear-cut working. If they share that, then the problem is you just see the solution and see the problem. You will not know where to start and end. So it's like you are a pure paper pen model we are going to adopt. You access recording, ensure that like sitting in a classroom, you sit before the computer and do that. And the students who are attending live online also, of course, maybe in Google Meet you can take live screenshots, etc. and from future classes, it will be through Rio Player app, where in the Rio Player app you can come to the face-to-face class, of course, and attend. Of course, at home you can just click the Rio Player app and access the thing. It will not allow you the screenshot. Okay, so you have to take the proper working, because in the past batches we had experienced, our students themselves were coming and telling, sir, in the live online class or recorded class, we take screenshots and save, but we do not know where it is saved. Or it is a chunk of about 25,000 screenshots in which we are not able to track where it is saved. So to avoid that, okay, so let it be face-to-face or live online, or you access recording only. Ensure that you are taking what? A proper notes just by being before your system or before the class kind of a thing. And of course, tests are conducted at the end of every chapter. Tests are conducted at the end of every chapter. Let us assume you joined for financial accounts or advanced accounts. The first chapter that we are going to do is final accounts of companies, then buyback, then internal reconstruction, like that we will proceed. So tests will be conducted on the completion of each chapter. For example, final accounts of companies are over, then you will be given a test. How to write the test? Face-to-face students will write the test here. Will write the test here. Online students will write the test, and if you want, you can courier the paper, we'll correct the thing, or you can do like a PDF format, you can convert and send it to the admin. We'll share the numbers or the Google form kind of a thing. Or recorded class students also, the tests can be taken and submitted in PDF form. But face-to-face students, ensure that you are coming and writing the test in the academy so that you will get a proper examination approach. Because learning is one part. Second is testing yourself is a most important one, because it will teach you a lot of time management skills. Because all India results are only 15% maximum at intermediate level. Foundation level, they give around 28%, 30% like that. Intermediate level, DJs are of course casting and from the person. Varsha madam, of course, the person who's going to share advanced accounts knowledge with us kind of a thing. So that is what. So all India results are like 15%. Okay, so ensure that you are putting an effort in the sense, the tests or the regularity to the classes, etc. and all you put in. That is most important. Doubts face to face, immediately you clarify. At the end of the class, you clarify. Live online, you can open anytime and clarify. And if you are accessing recording, you can just text the faculty that this is the doubt I'm having. They'll ensure that we clarify. Or you can walk into the academy and you can clarify kind of a thing. Okay. So, of course, go into the class. That. For 5 minutes. So the classroom, of course, it will be for a close-knit batch of 20, 30, maximum 30 students will be there. Probably, in the due course, maximum 20 to 30 students will be there. So it will ensure that you are given the individual attention for every subject. And of course, the virtual classroom also, I'm just virtually present, that's all. So it is like a hybrid mode of classes. Face-to-face class happens here, and of course, at home, you can attend live online. But to the maximum possible extent, Chennai students, ensure that you're coming for face-to-face class, because I can see your face reactions, where you're able to solve the question or not, where you're able to complete the thing or not. Am I overloading with the subject, or am I taking too much of time? Are you getting confused or not? More than your, written feedback, the eyes will tell, the face will tell the feedback to us in such a way that whether you have to speed up or reduce the speed, whether you have to give more problems or less problem, are you confident or not, are you not confident, okay, are we going fast, etc. or not, the face-to-face class will be always the best. So if you are in Chennai, today maybe you may be attending live online classes, but if possible, come for face-to-face classes kind of a thing. So, the classroom is open till evening 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. And if you want, you can sit and study over here. At home, that atmosphere may not be there. So in class, you can sit and study the same place. And of course, after the class, you can have relaxation. Then ensure that you are studying beyond the class hours kind of a thing. That is about all these things. The feedback will work two-way in Bharadwaj. The feedback in the sense, students communicating the feedback to the faculty. Varsha madam or myself, we take accounts. If you come and tell that, ma'am, I am not able to understand, do more problems or give more conceptual clarity, she will do. Or myself, okay, you just come and tell that, okay, sir, this problem I am not able to understand. Can you explain once again? Or this particular adjustment, can you explain once again? Number one, when the class is on, there you can say, can you repeat it? We are here to repeat for you. Number one. At the end of the class, still you are having a doubt. Okay, you can ask us maybe at the end of the class or any time when there is a doubt. The doubts gives us better feedback, how better you understood. That's number one. Number two, do a concurrent feedback. For example, we are going to go by topic like that. Financial statements of companies are over. Okay, if you're not confident, come and tell us that I'm not confident or I'm not having grip in that particular topic. Because topic by topic, I'm taking an example of accounts because I teach accounts. Let it be for tax or law, or let it be tax, accounts, that is cost accounting or FM. You just give immediate thing to the faculty on the completion of every chapter that you're confident or not, or you're afraid kind of a thing, so that the faculty can take a corrective reaction. Okay, so we are in March. Okay, so if you come and tell that during August or September or during August month, I'm not confident in the subject, then nobody can help. You cannot help yourself or we cannot help you kind of a thing. So the feedback should be concurrent from your end so that, okay, we can deliver you the best kind of a thing. That is number two. Number three, feedback will be from our end also. Like if you are not coming to the class regularly, we can closely monitor over here. because it's going to be a limited batch, okay, where we'll ask you to come to the class kind of a thing. So that feedback will be two-way, number one. Number two, if you're not working properly, we'll call and tell why are you not working properly. If you're not rating the test, again, we'll call and tell you that why are you not doing it. So feedback should work two-way. As the thing progresses, okay, in next 6 months, you will find the confidence will be much better. Apart from that, coming to the learning perspective, in classroom, 70% of your learning will get over. Sir, what is this 70% of syllabus or 70% of learning? It is 70% of learning. What is this 70% of learning? Okay, we solve concept-based questions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, then we do examination-oriented questions from past exam papers. Okay, old syllabus and new syllabus, the topics are similar. Similar topics we take from what? Past exam questions. From your ICA study material. We solve kind of a thing. Okay, so first you understood the concept. Second, you practiced questions. Practice questions in the class itself. We'll tell you like this is how your exam paper is going to appear. Our question is going to come. Or you can understand from the past exam question that we are going to solve. There it will go to your temporary memory. This classroom learning will go to your temporary memory, where you'll be getting 100% of knowledge, but only 70% of learning is complete. So what about that 30%? Doing work at home. If you're attending class like 5-hour session, then your time required at home will be like 3 hours. Do that consistently. I had seen people attending class for 1 week. During that week, they will not do any work. Next week, they will work like 6 hours a day. To compensate last week, they'll work like 6 hours a day. That model may not work. The reason is, in the 1 week time, it is not that we only attend classes. We do other activities also. Some of you might be attending colleges. Some of you may be working or doing some other work. Or some of you may be relaxing or watching Insta, Facebook or Reels, etc. Your memory will get occupied. That memory will get occupied kind of a thing, where your subject will go to the back seat. So 1 week, if you don't do the work, next week, if you open the subject, you will feel like, I forgot. In the classroom, I understood, but when I redo, I forgot. Why? Because last Monday, I learned accounts. This week, I opened that chapter. Then from the temporary memory, it has gone. So 70% of the learning that gets completed over here. Second is, okay, at home, that 30%. What is that 30%? Practicing homework problems and assignments given by the faculty. Okay, if you do that, 100% of the learning is complete. That is the second aspect. So why should you tell all these things in the first class? Because I cannot tell this in the last class, because this is how the learning should take place for a success. Third one is, I'm in chapter number 1, 2, 3, then I go to chapter number 4. I in the sense we. Okay, we go to chapter number 4. Thereafter, we start with chapter number 5. Okay, when you start with chapter number 5, there is no use in forgetting first 4 chapters and starting with chapter number 5. Okay, when you do chapter number 1, do it. When you go to chapter number 2, like in accounts, buyback of shares, you revise chapter 1, come to chapter 2. Okay, then when you go to chapter number 3, okay, maybe 1 month later, revise 1 and 2, come to what? 3. Like that, in 2 months, let us assume 5 chapters are complete. In the 3rd month, when we are in 6th chapter, what you should do? Revise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then come to what? 6. Revision will not take much of time. Just scroll your notes. Automatically things will come. If things are not coming, your recording backup is there. You can access the recording and update your memory, number 1. Number 2, you can go through your own notes and you will be able to understand the particular thing. Always that cumulative learning matters a lot. Okay, in accounts, if you look at, there are 6 main chapters, then all the other accounting standards. Okay, ensure that you are doing this cumulative learning for accounts or for tax or let it be for law. That cumulative memory, cumulative working definitely matters a lot, because along with the class, you would have learned number 1. When the syllabus is complete, your learning is complete. Last 15 days, 20 days, you can keep it only for model exams and revisions and go to the main exam and you'll be 100% successful. Okay, last batch, we had seen student, okay, they're coming from different arena. We had categorized some students as brilliant students, they can grasp fast, slow learners, okay, learners who will pick it up sometimes later, science students, okay, attending the class, finding it difficult in advanced accounts especially, Okay, so if you look at for all the students, okay, who are successful, who are not successful, who is successful, the person who is consistent. I'd seen a student who's very dull in the class. She may not be able to understand, or he may not be able to understand. Ask question, ask clarification. Okay, learned in Tamil medium and came to the intermediate level straight away. But when I explain, sometimes it is difficult for you to understand because the classroom is only in English. Okay, sometimes it is difficult for her to understand. But with the work at home, this cumulative learning process and consistent learning process, she was able to clear both the groups kind of a thing. I do not want to name anybody, but I'm telling you. I'd seen students who are doing excellent in the classroom. When I tell the chapter, when we are in, for example, internal reconstruction, fourth problem, fifth problem, the moment I tell solve the problem, in 10 minutes answer will come. But that student didn't clear because they didn't do the cumulative learning. When the chapter is on, you are clever, brilliant. But when you go to the exam hall, you don't have that in memory. Okay, that model will not work. So to have a memory, what I suggest is I request you to have a cumulative learning, consistent learning. Time constraint will be there with everyone. Whether you go for a job, whether you go for college or do nothing, time constraint will be there with everyone. And time availability also will be with everyone. And time cannot be stretched. You will feel that during August month or September month, okay, you can stretch the time. Or October, November, December, if you are appearing in January exam, you can stretch the time. During November, rain trouble will come in Chennai. Your college exams will come. So that time you will be disconnecting yourself from CA. So always that the last minute, you will have some collapse that is happening. Or your health will not cooperate. Now we are cool. Okay. When exams are nearing, all health trouble will come because you don't think, but your body thinks, brain thinks about your C exam. So don't postpone it to last minute. Be consistent. ஒரே ஒரு வார்த்தையில சொன்னா be consistent. Consistent to the class, consistent to the test, consistent at home in doing the work and other thing. Give a primary prime time to what? CA course. All the other things can be secondary. Because this course can give you a lot of benefits. Once you qualify yourself, especially at your age, when you qualify yourself, the start will be good. Once the start is good, then you can find it will be like a great career or journey. I'll give you one of the example. About 3-4 years back, one military officer called Tushar, he resigned. Of course, he was in service for about 5 years. He was a jet fighter pilot. Okay, maybe for some family reasons, he quit the military pilot job. He was a chemical engineer. Okay, then he said, I want to do CA. Then imagine he did CA at the age of some 35 or 40, 35 or something like that. He qualified CA at the age of somewhere around 40. Okay, he passed one group. Then he went for training for about that time 3 years training. Then passed his final. Okay, now he's working with Shell. Shell. Of course, one of the inspiring person where he moved up in the ladder in the Shell, where nobody can imagine. Within a period of about 5 to 6 years, his salary, his package is somewhere about 1.2 crores per annum, which no other course can give you. It is only what? CA. How better you do, how passionately you do, how consistently you do. It's not only the salary I'm talking about, the recognition, the job satisfaction, the social prestige, or your own satisfaction, self-satisfaction, or of course, all these things should result in monetary wealth also. Clear? So, of course, this is what we call it as in Japanese technology, we call it as ikigai. You are loving something, you are passionate about something, you do it, but if you don't get money, you will stop doing it. You get money, get happiness, then start loving again, redo, the circle completes, then you're happy. Clear? So that particular thing is what we want. The consistency matters. And for that, I request you to be on time to the class. Don't have any, for example, as a faculty, I wake up at 4:30 in the morning. Okay, or we wake up at 4:30 in the morning, not for 1 year, 2 years, for life. Okay, for you, till your education is complete, ensure that you are waking up by 4:30. A CA student should never sleep beyond 4:30. Get up by 4:30. Get ready if you are attending live online class. If you cannot come to, face to face, yes sir, I'm in Kanchipuram or Madurai. Some students are attending from Madurai. I cannot travel, accept. But ensure that you are setting your own space. Those who are coming to the class also, the class starts at 6:30 in the morning. But you ensure that you are there. Yes, boss. You are there. Yes. you are there to the class before 6:30. Okay, because setting the phase matters a lot. Myself or Watson sir or Varsha madam or anybody for that matter, we are on time or 15 minutes before the class starts, we are there because we should also set our mind for the subject. Okay, so ensure that you are coming on time to the class, be consistent to the class. Automatically the journey will take you to the pass level of CA. Now, over to Watson sir. Of course, he's mentoring, and of course, he was mentoring. Now I stopped to be very practical. I stopped teaching. I stopped with teaching. But students of CA travel with Watson sir. Maybe 2002 passed out student still have a connectivity with Watson sir. I don't have that much of connectivity, but Watson sir has a connectivity with where they are traveling, how they are in life, where they are in career. To the extent he mentors and he ensures that the student is not only successful in the exam but also successful in their career kind of a thing. Okay, sometimes students used to come. Okay, I saw this student somewhere in 2000. Oh, okay, welcome. They'll come and say that I came to meet Watson sir. Okay, next jumping இருக்கும் பட் இருந்தாலும் of course Watson sir's mentoring and passion towards students life is something amazing. Over to Watson sir.
Namaste friends.
Recording live online. Okay.
Namaste friends. Welcome to Bharadwaj inter classes. Okay, Shivani, how are you? Okay, she has come to check whether we are teaching the same thing correctly again. Okay, right. Well, there is always one question that linger in every people's mind, that why do we commence class so early? I don't know, PC sir might have answered that question, but I would like to also answer the same question first. Why do we commence class so early? We just had the results a week back, and you're those who are doing foundation, and you're back to classroom with examination in your college, etc. I just want to tell you that it takes some 15 to 20 days to settle down. Obviously, for any student, it takes some time to settle down. If we start the class late, that settling down time together will make it, and then from there on, we have to be really on track, etc. We start it early because we will allow you to settle down with the courses, with the course, with the pattern, with the faculties who are going to interact with you. And that is the first reason why we start the class so early. Okay. And as of now, PC sir would have said that there is one session will go on till you get settled down, and then we will move on to 2 sessions, etc. There is, so you would have seen various news things, etc. 14% pass percentage. Only for group 1, group 2 had a better pass percentage, and whether I should do group, both the group, single group. Hello, that's where I'm saying settle down. Don't take any decisions now. After all, you have sufficient time to take a call. You can, those who are going for college, I will always tell, do group wise. I have interacted with many rank holders in the final who have done group wise in the inter. The reason is very simple: to balance college and our classroom. Otherwise, the last few months, suddenly the college will have compulsory attendance, mock test, various things, and the gasping becomes, and then you will find that there is a lot of data to cover up, so that the catching up will be little stressful. Instead, I will definitely say those who are going for college will do, it's better to do. I'm not demotivating you. If we can do both the groups, it's big hit. Okay, if you want to take up group wise, don't worry, you can take it up. Anyhow, after your college only, you're going to go for horticulture. Those who are not going for college, those who are free, get into the group, do both the groups. You will be really, it is possible. Okay, it's only 6 subjects. It's only 6 papers, not subjects, only 6 papers. And that can be made possible. We will tell you how to go about it. There will be 250 advices daily from the external people. That CA has to be done like this. That listen to that. God has given 2 years, one to get in, another to get out. not for us. Okay. The difference between that external world and we are there in the coaching classes for a very longer period of time. That experience gives us an advantage of telling what to do, how to do. Student, how I did my plus two, what are all the examinations, or what are all the patterns I adapted, that's not. Today's teachers know how to take it. Similar manner only. It is only the sheer experience, how the institute questions, what is expected of you, makes us to understand and tell you how to prepare for this examination. As much as you are preparing for the examination, we are also preparing for your examination. No, I'm nowhere exaggerating this. Nowhere exaggerating this. The amount of time we also spend is similar to the time you spend for your examination, because we believe, personally I believe, it is a partnership. It is not that you go and write the examination, we teach in the classroom. That's not Bharadwaj Institute. Bharadwaj Institute ensures that when you are writing the examination, our voice is heard inside you. Do not do this mistake, you have to be careful, highlight this point, etc. I have a friend to vouch that, I believe that. Okay, so please trust us that we are traveling with you. It is as if we are holding your pen and writing the examination also. That is the equal responsibility all the faculties here are taking. We call it as ownership. We call it as a culture of Bharadwaj Institute. That's why you feel you find all of us of the same pattern. There is no difference, be it PC sir, DJ, Varsha, Jayashree madam, or Charanya, whoever is going to interact with you. We have the same equal responsibility, and that's why we call it as a sheer partnership of writing the examination. I'm also very clear. You're also very clear about one thing. I'm coming here to clear the examination, and I have to clear the examination. This mantra is there inside me also, so do not worry. Okay. As the class goes by, you will understand how this mantra works for you. Well, as I told you, take time, settle down, but after settling down, it's only a very clear focus. It's only a very clear focus, as much as the Arjuna's bow and the bird's eye. That is what will be visible for us. Nothing else will be visible for us. I'm very clear. I'm not, again, now I exclude myself from DJ, Varsha and all. I am not the creamy layer student. Okay. I'm a very clear backbencher in my schools and my colleges. So with 90% of the crowd, I can relate myself. Okay. I am not the one who is going to tell you study for 16 hours, 18 hours a day. Okay. I am not Narayan Murthy here. I am just what's okay. I am not asking you to study for you for 16. Just study the way we are telling you. Small drops make mighty oceans. That's the formula we are all adopting. That time we try to complete that things. Okay, each teacher has their own style. Some teachers will have test as the model of making you study. Some teachers might have assignment as a model of making you study. I have a model of daily homework for half an hour. Daily study half an hour. You are doing the income tax subject without any discomfort. So each one has our own style. So follow that, so that you are not piling up for the last stretch at all. Okay, you are very easily clearing the examination. It will not be a difficult thing. Okay, it's just practicing right from the first. You will be able to do it. Okay, stay on, stick on, focus on, and take your time to settle down. Do not rush anything. There is no urgency now. Okay. The first, let the classes go in the first gear. We know when to go for the top gear. At that time we will do it. Okay, all the best. Again, welcome to Bharadwaj Institute. I assure you, you will enjoy this journey, and I'll assure you the best will be income tax.
Okay. Now I call upon Varsha ma'am for just orientation about the learning, because she had trained many, of course, foundation students. Of course, she was taking full accounts earlier. So she was in Japan for about 4 or 5 years. Then she's back. Of course, we are sharing the subject to ensure that, okay, whatever is best is given from our end. Okay, Varsha ma'am.
First of all, congratulations to everybody who have cleared foundation now. It's just been few days, few weeks. So that feeling of clearing is just sinking in, and immediately you're having your inter classes beginning. Um, the way you have a general introduction done by PC sir, and Watson sir has also taken you through how the classes will move on. I'm going to talk about accounting subject as such, because the subject which I will be handling with you is advanced accounting. Group 1, first paper it comes to. And out of 100 marks, 30 marks is going to be some scenario based questions, MCQ, and 70 marks goes as the normal questions. I would put it as normal because it is the problem solving questions. Total focus of the subject has been on two main things. One, on company accounting. You do not have sole proprietorship or partnership accounting at all at inter level. The second focus of the subject is that accounting standards. About 60% of your subject is planned only for accounting standards. So that's a huge chunk in your subject. The way we will be approaching, we will be moving the other 40%, which I told, the other chapters, company account chapters and accounting standard will move parallelly. Some chapters I would be taking, some chapters PC would be taking. And one thing which I require from your end would be homework, one. Second, wherever I ask you to do some summary background or something from your end, I want your cooperation to come back, where you have to go home, work out something and come back. I'm sure my foundation students will know that. So every day the class ends with homework. That is something I ensure, whether I take foundation or at inter, or earlier I used to take final, because there was a break after me getting married. I had to move to Tokyo, and 4-5 years gap, and then I'm back here now. So earlier, when I was taking, it is mandatory that a class has to end in homework, and I want everybody to complete the homework and come back. If you have any doubt, you want me to work out the entire question, homework also, I am totally fine. I don't mind spending the entire time working on the question. But that effort from your end has to be seen. And it's already told, I would always prefer you to come physically present to the class. It's only if you are not able to, for any reason that you can't travel till here, then you can sit at home and attend. But coming to class gives me time to go around and see what exactly you're working out in the class. Especially when we are having accounting standards classes, especially. See, that chapter or that subject is totally different from others, because that chapter does not require you only to do some problem oriented questions. You will have to write down sentences. You will have to reason out that why this particular treatment has to be done, or why this should not be done. That sentence framing should be cultivated as a habit. It will take time for you to learn how to present your answers. If you think that, okay, let everything get over, let me then sit and write off in the exam I will know how to frame out the sentences, you will be stuck. In the classroom, when I give you questions, when I do any concept, say I have taken 3 concepts, one question in every class, I'll make you do it, and I'll go around to see how you're able to write the answers. If you're not able to write, I take it as a right to come and tell you, no, this is wrong, absolutely wrong, I score it off, I do whatever. I take it as a right that I can tell you whatever is best required for the examination. If you feel offended, I just request you to take it in a positive sense. If I give you a feedback that no, your way of presentation is not good, or the way you're writing the sentences, the English needs to improve, or you need to bring out the provision much more clearer, whatever it is, that amount of time which I spend in correcting you will be there only if you come physically and sit in the class. If you're sitting at home, maximum what I can tell you, send me a screenshot of your answer or take a photo, but no time for me to check when the class is going on. So that's why 100% I would ask you to come to classes as much as possible and attend. And for the subject of accounting, I request you to carry 3 color pens. One will be blue, black and red. Why I use 3 color pens or how are we going to do it, you will come to know as the class progresses. But please ensure you carry 3 color pens. In the exam, only 1 color is allowed. You cannot write in black, you cannot write in multiple colors. 1 color only is allowed in the exam. But for classroom's sake, I will be making you use multiple color pens. Yeah, so far it's been how much? More than around 1 hour at least you've been listening. Any questions from your side you would like to ask? Any questions from your side you would like to ask? That how the classes will go on, or you have any